Detroit's Cass Corridor art movement emerged in the 1960s when explosive social and political movements gave rise to the rejection of the values of post-World War II middle-class society. The counterculture of the 1960s and 70s had its roots on college and university campuses, including Wayne State University, where Detroit's own MC5 and Iggy and the Stooges fueled the punk rock generation and incited a new freedom of expression. Bordering the campus of the university was a depressed inner-city neighborhood bisected by Cass Avenue, known as the Cass Corridor. Drawn largely from its faculty and student body, Wayne State University became central to a community of artists living and working on the edge of campus. Though they lived in a kind of tolerable poverty, the artists of the Cass Corridor developed a pride and affection for their area of the city, fostered by a shared sense of community and a passion for art making. This powerful sense of community established in the Cass Corridor produced an explosive energy and intense artistic flowering. The Cass Corridor aesthetic has come to be thought of as raw, gritty, and seemingly unrefined, with a reliance on found industrial objects. A distinctly urban aesthetic has become the legacy and influence of this important avant-garde art movement. A stalwart champion of Detroit's Cass Corridor artists, James Pearson Duffy helped support this lively and active arts community by commissioning and installing works for his pipe warehouse from the artists who were struggling to make ends meet. The Edward W. Duffy and Company warehouse, located in downtown Detroit, became not only a source of much-needed income for many of these artists, but a famously frequented stop for collectors, curators, art dealers, journalists, and art historians who were eager to tour this warehouse-cum-gallery. Mr. Duffy was always an enthusiastic tour guide, and from 1972 for nearly 20 years, the Duffy Warehouse was the nearest Detroit had to a museum of contemporary regional art.
When you become aware that people really need you, you try to do anything that you can. And the work was big, and there was no room at home, so I thought this was an ideal place to put it. The world can parade in front of you, but what you retain or are interested in receiving is totally dependent on you. The experience of having intimate relations with what were very fun-loving artists, real artists, was marvelous for all of us because we never would have that experience. How many people know a real artist?
When James Duffy sold his business in 1992, over 100 works from the warehouse were donated to Wayne State University. Subsequent gifts numbering over 1,000 from Mr. Duffy's personal collection secured Wayne State University as the most complete and diverse collection of Cass Corridor artwork in the world. As a major repository for Cass Corridor materials, Wayne State University is poised to become a regional and international resource for the study of this significant artistic and cultural movement. The exhibition Time and Place, Art of Detroit's Cass Corridor from the Wayne State University collection, exhibited at the Elaine L. Jacob Gallery, illustrated the energetic and bold work of over 30 artists who lived and created through the turbulent and fomenting period of the 1960s and 70s in Detroit. This exhibition ran from April 24th through June 26th of 2009. The passion and invention of this community of artists has a renewed relevance today, as Detroit and other urban centers across the nation look for innovative ways to overcome current economic struggles and regenerate declining neighborhoods. There is real evidence that artists, through creative necessity, are frequently on the front line of this transformation. These works, created by the artists of the Cass Corridor, above all, reflect their will to survive and thrive. A great university always strives to challenge the imagination. Wayne State University believes that a significant way of accomplishing this is by providing provocative and stimulating surroundings for students, faculty, staff, and visitors. The University Art Collection, which has grown to include nearly 6,000 works of art, has proved a primary resource for creating such an environment. The university's enduring philosophy is that pieces in the University Art Collection appear throughout the campus, in signature buildings, on the university's malls and lawns, and in featured exhibitions in the university's galleries. Works from the University Art Collection embrace and enhance the everyday lives of people on campus and in the surrounding communities, and reinforce Wayne State University and Detroit's standing as a center for artistic expression.